Welcome to the transformational journey of our time. My name is Branton Kenton Dorr. Troubles Away is here to provide you with the essential tools, information and inspiration to get the most from the profound changes now taking place on Earth. Each day you receive by email a short video that gives you the next step on a journey out of the suffering caused by the illusions that until now have controlled our lives into the love-centered creative genius of our true identity. It does not matter if you're spiritual or not. It does not matter if you have a chronic disease or in vibrant health. Everyone on earth is experiencing the changes now taking place. The Troubles Away program is here to clear suffering in whatever form it is currently being experienced by you. You learn why those in power are doing everything they can to destroy the living systems of the earth and perpetuate suffering for billions of men, women and children through lockdowns, 5G, transgender education for young children and the attack on farmers that threaten food supplies. Be prepared for a surprise. It may not be what you think. You learn how to let go of the largely unconscious feelings and beliefs that keep you trapped in the illusion. You learn practical ways to avoid troubles being foisted upon you by government officials. If you are sick, you learn how to heal yourself of practically any condition. In short, it does not matter what your current situation is. There is just one journey for all of us at this time, and Troubles Away is here to ensure you get the most from it. The transformational journey and the troubles it brings began around 1500 BC. It was 3,500 years ago when we first experienced a separation from the creative source of all there is. Believe it or not, this belief in separation is the single cause of our suffering. At the time, it was a descent into confusion, illusion and pain. This kept men and women in a state of suffering ever since. Yet, the second part of any transformative journey is the emergence out of the darkness back into the light. This is where we are right now. It's the turning of the tide. You may already feel the shift of the Earth's frequencies to a higher vibration. Because of the elevation of these frequencies, the illusions of the old world can no longer sustain themselves. The world we have known is crumbling. This is why we have pandemics, lockdowns, media censorship, 5G and other global issues. They are the efforts of an elite who believe they have the most to lose as the world changes. These men and women are doing their best to keep us in the old frequencies of ignorance, fear and dependency so that they can retain power and control. There are two reasons why I don't think they will succeed. The first is that at the end of 2019, as the world was descending into the fear of COVID, I was having the exact opposite experience. I spent my time running in the mountains of New Zealand where I live. On my runs I connect directly with the infinite blue void that is the creative source of all there is. The experience was one of total ecstasy. In the forest of Makaroa, I had the most profound experience of unconditional love. The love bathed my heart for days. The second reason I do not believe the elite will succeed is that I believe this is happening to us. No one's doing this. Like the sun rising in the morning, it is simply time for the earth to make this shift. As you watch the Troubles Away videos, you discover we were also not responsible for the change that took place around 1500 BC that began our descent into the illusion. We did not choose for the earth to be involved in two near-miss collisions with Venus. It just happened. In the same way, I believe the changes we are experiencing now are also part of a larger movement in the consciousness of the earth. I don't think any of us can stop the changes now taking place. From my perspective, our only choice is to resist the change or to go with the flow and get most from the opportunity offered by this time. Troubles Away is designed to enable you to do just that. A turning tide can feel unsettling, frightening and chaotic. One world is fading and we can help create something new. That is where we are right now. If you are willing, I believe this can become one of the most fulfilling times to be alive. This turning of the tide is the second phase of any transformational journey. The third and final phase of the transformational journey is the reintegration to a new level of being at a higher level of consciousness than before we fell into darkness. Troubles Away is going to give you a tool that enables this reintegration to take place. We're going to activate our light bodies. These light bodies, or Mer Ka Bah, act as personal spaceships capable of taking us not only to the fifth dimension of unity consciousness, but also enable us to manifest for our highest good. In other words, what these times offer is a big deal. It's not about keeping our heads down and hoping it'll all blow over. It's about realizing this is one of the most profound opportunities any of us are ever likely to have. The videos you receive each day follow these three phases of the journey. The first videos take you back to around 1500 BC and describe how suffering began as we took on false beliefs about ourselves that threw us into the prison that until now very few have been able to escape. We look how the illusion affects practically every aspect of our lives, from government mandates to the food we eat. During these videos I give practical solutions that work for me to avoid the worst of an upside down world. Once you understand how the illusion is created, you receive a set of affirmations that releases the lies that daily create your troubles. These affirmations are literally the key to set us free. Without them we stay locked into a prison the Buddhists call samsara, a world of deception and suffering. If you're wondering if this phase of the journey is for you, ask yourself the following questions. Am I hard on myself? Do I spend time blaming others? Do I put others before myself? Do I overeat, surf porn, smoke, drink or take drugs? If you answer yes to any of these questions, then you're in luck. The first Troubles Away videos explain the cause of these behaviours, while the powerful affirmations set you on the road to freedom. These false beliefs are held in the body. So in the second set of videos you discover that all disease is really just one disease, a toxic overload the body is attempting to heal. The affirmations you are now using from phase 1 are designed to clear the original toxicity of the beliefs that put us in the matrix in the first place. In part 2 of the program you learn a series of cleansing processes that help release the original toxicity from your system. In the body, this original toxicity is expressed as physical and electromagnetic toxins. They create a suboptimal life and are the basis for most chronic diseases of our time. Because all disease is really just one disease, it is in the second phase that you're able to heal yourself of practically any sickness, from cancer to a bad back. You discover that what you need to heal yourself has been available all along through the intelligence of your body, the nourishment of living foods and herbs. This is not just theory. My wife, Dr. Lada Kenton-Dorr, is trained in many of these healing modalities. Last year I developed all the major symptoms of type 1 diabetes. Within 3 weeks of using the approach outlined in these videos, all these symptoms were gone. So much for a so-called incurable disease. The tools outlined in the videos, such as the liver and gallbladder cleanse and raw organic foods, all involve a return to nature. Watching these videos is an empowering process. They enable you to release dependence on the medical system which, as you've probably already realised, has nothing to do with health. If you want a personal consultation, you can book a free 15-minute initial Zoom call with Lada from her website drlada.com. If you're wondering if you would benefit from these videos, see if you answer yes to any of these questions. Are you overweight, tired or depressed? Do you take medication? Do you have a chronic condition of any kind? Do you regularly see a doctor? Have you lost some of the energy and enthusiasm of your youth? If you've answered yes to any of these, then you're likely to benefit greatly from the Phase 2 videos. The knowledge they contain enables you to empower your life. Now, these first 2 phases of the Troubles Away program are a detox process. They lead you out of the illusion by clearing the mental and physical toxicity that dulls our awareness of our true identity. Take your time. There's a lot to learn, and the process can be a delight in itself as you remember the joy and peace of what it means to be truly alive. The third phase of the transformative journey is, I believe, what the last 3,500 years have been leading us to. I believe the generation of the Mer Ka Bah, literally your light vehicle, is exactly what the descent into the separation experience of third dimensional consciousness has been all about. As a child, I was fascinated by the black obelisk in the space fantasy movies 2001 and 2010. At the end of the second movie, when the obelisk replicates into millions of versions of itself, I think this is exactly what is happening now. By activating our Mer Ka Bah, we become one of these obelisks. We are becoming conscious co-creators of the universe. This is an exciting opportunity not to be missed. We are reconnecting with the source of all there is, but not in the way our ancestors did before 1500 BC. At that time, we are not yet conscious of ourselves as separate from the rest of the world. Instead, according to Yale and Princeton University researcher Julian Jaynes, that God spoke directly to us through the right hemisphere of the brain and told us what to do. Yes, we were intimately connected to Source, but we are connected as children. We are no longer children. We are discovering what countless more advanced civilizations probably already know. We are discovering that we can become conscious co-creators of all life. This is what generating our Mer Ka Bah enables us to do. According to Drunvalo Melchizedek, author of The Ancient Secret of the Flower of Life, the Mer Ka Bah is known throughout the galaxies as the tool that enables us to manifest from our highest selves. It is a tool that enables us to experience fifth dimensional reality and from there travel to other dimensions. Like the flying saucers that share the same shape, the Mer Ka Bah is our vehicle for the next stage of our consciousness journey. As you probably already know, the key that unlocks this expression of our creative potential is love. The ego and the suffering created through its illusions cannot enter. The living Mer Ka Bah can only be used for the highest good, or it dies. Creating your own light vehicle may sound far-fetched, or even downright impossible. But as the illusions of third-dimensional reality fade through the processes outlined in Phase 1 and 2 videos, it starts to feel not only plausible, but the obvious next step of our journey. In fact, the Mer Ka Bah shares the same structure repeated over and over again from the smallest atom to our sun and even galaxies. For the universe, this is nothing new. It is simply how the process of creation takes place. For example, the shape of the Mer Ka Bah is like a broad-brimmed sombrero hat. Some galaxies share this same shape. Don't be fooled into thinking the Mer Ka Bah is just a fanciful theory. Lying in bed during my second liver and gallbladder cleanse, I had intense pain in my left buttock I could not clear. I then began the rhythmic breathing that is the first step of activating your Mer Ka Bah. The pain ceased. This surprising relief prompted me to revisit the work of Drunvalo. I followed his process for creating a Mer Ka Bah and kept practicing it at every opportunity I had during the weeks ahead. For decades, I've also had chronic pain across my abdomen. I often wondered if it might be prostate or colon cancer. Each night I'd spend several hours tossing and turning trying to find a position to ease the pain. Then one night I remembered that the disc of the Mer Ka Bah, like the brim of the sombrero hat, emanates from the level of our perineum between our legs. I turned my attention to visualizing this essential part of the Mer Ka Bah, and lo and behold, the chronic pain in my abdomen eased. You can imagine my surprise and joy. The experience left me feeling that the troubles we face are leading us to this one point, rediscovering our connection with the source of all life at this new level of being. With the Mer Ka Bah, you become part of the living consciousness of creation and can further the expansion of the universe. Are these videos for you? Ask yourself the following questions. Have I had enough of a life of ignorance, limitation and suffering? Am I willing to live my fullest potential? Do I want to play my part in the changes now taking place on earth? How delicious is it to dwell in a state of unconditional love? How satisfying is it to manifest for my highest good? Am I excited about continuing the consciousness journey to new dimensions? The Buddhists believe that to be born a human is the greatest opportunity and also extremely rare. They liken the chances of a human birth to a turtle swimming in a vast ocean, rising to the surface just at the point where a lotus is floating. I believe generating your own Mer Ka Bah enables us to fulfill this amazing potential. I hope this overview gives you a taste of the Troubles Way videos and the part they can play in your own journey. We are all participating in transformative times of change. Troubles Away helps you make sense of these times and make the most of the opportunity they present. If you're looking for more support, the Stepping Stone upgrade is available at checkout. With a no-quibble 60-day money-back guarantee, you have a risk-free way to get the most from the changes now taking place. Enjoy!